Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "There comes a time when silence is betrayal." I believe he's right. And so as we honor Dr. King's life and legacy this weekend, perhaps we should be reminded that there are times to speak out. There are times to speak up. I realize that doing so is often you're running the risk of being misunderstood, of being labeled, of being attacked, perhaps. But the thing is, our silence is not just an act of betrayal. It's also, I believe, a spirit of, it comes from a place and a spirit of being calloused to the hurt and the pain and the suffering that's in the world around us. We turn our head to the injustice that occurs and just shrug our shoulders and suggest that, well, that's just the way things are and you can't change the world anyway. But the truth is, this silence is often more than just being calloused. It comes from a place of cowardice, of being a coward, of not having the courage to speak one's mind or one's conviction. Yeah, one's conviction. We have enough, I suppose, of people back and forth about what they think. What do you believe? What are your convictions? What does it mean to live justly and compassionately in the world today? What can you and I say or do to make the world a better place? Isn't that the challenge? Isn't that the challenge for all of us in the world? And so on this weekend of Martin Luther King Jr., is the birthday and of time to hopefully stop a little bit and reflect on life, I want to leave you with a quote that I found in a book. It goes like this: "One day when it is safe, when there's no personal downside to calling a thing what it is, when it's too late to hold anyone accountable, everyone will have always been against this." And looking back with history, I believe that's an accurate quote. The quote haunts me. It haunts me about my own experience in life. I mean, truthfully, when it comes to the issues of our time, to the injustice that exists, I probably would say or do enough to get myself in trouble, but maybe not enough to make any real difference. Today, in our world, I think we need more prophets, more poets who are willing to question the system, who would dare provide a more beautiful image or story of what life together could look like. So yes, Dr. King, I think you're right. I think that there is a time when our silence is betrayal. We betray our better selves. We betray a world that could be, that's still possible. We betray the best that is in us and in the world around us. So today, perhaps, at least for me, I think I'll go back and recommit to being courageous, to living by my convictions. And I hope you will as well. And I hope along the way that we'll not only do that, but that we'll do that with compassion and understanding, not with hatred, not with bitterness, not with anger, but with love, that we'll listen to each other, that we'll learn together, but more than anything, that we will learn that there is a time to speak and a time to be quiet. Today, in our times, it's probably not the time to be quiet. There are times when our silence is betrayal.